Hello and welcome back, your lovely faces, to number 2 of today's videos. This will be the last one, I hope, and what we're going to take a look at today is, you can probably tell via the thumbnail and via the title, is that, well, we all kind of knew that the Sun, that they photoshopped and they doctored a lot of the photographs that they used during their trial back last year. And, well, sausageroll.com.au, which is a fantastic site, they're actually one of the only, media sites who are actually sticking up for Johnny Depp. And we're going to take a little look at what they posted 2 days ago. As you can see, this is what they posted. The Sun photoshopped fake injuries. New evidence shows that British tabloid deliberately manipulated pictures of to make her injuries look a whole lot worse. And sadly, it is the Sun, News of the World and all of them. We know exactly what they've done. If you live here in the UK, over the past, decades now, we're going back at least 3 to 4 decades, where these newspapers, the Sun and News of the World, which was their sister paper on a Sunday, they always did this to make it look worse than what everything was. A video was uploaded to YouTube channel known as Keely Talks. Yeah, we got Keely on there we go. Comparing the original photos to the ones that were published in the Johnny Depp article, and they were clearly edited. Johnny Depp sued the Sun for libel after they published a now verifiably false article that called the Edward Scissorhands actor this, and despite having plenty of evidence to prove his innocence, the UK High Court ruled in the favour of the billionaire-owned media empire. Which again, we all went through it and we all found little links from the judge straight to the billionaire owner, literally one throw stone away, like a boom, oh look, I hit him. That's exactly what it is. Strangely enough, Judge Sir Nicole gave the verdict while still claiming there was not sufficient evidence to prove that Johnny Depp was this, and instead chose to side with the publication because he felt that the words gold digger were more damaging to AH's career than Johnny Depp being called this. It was later discovered that the judge who oversaw the Depp vs. the Sun case was close friends with the Murdoch family. There we go, we did a video on it back last year, and his own son was a colleague of the person who wrote the slanderous piece on Johnny Depp. He also has close ties with Despite these new revelations, the British High Court initially turned down his legal team's appeal at first. But now that they have so much more evidence proving that committed perjury while lying under oath, and they've finally been granted an emergency hearing next month, which could overturn the libel trial verdict. Match the 18th, ladies and gentlemen, we will be covering that 100%. Fans are also keeping their keen eyes on any developing news while also scrutinising any strange details they may find. Johnny Depp, in turn, even thanked his fans for the support, going as far as to say that these new legal victories would never have been possible without him. I've always said this, guys, the best people to look into all this type of stuff is us lot. Everyone who has looked into this, thank you to each and every one of you. Big kiss, big hug, because we're the ones who go out there and we literally look into things. Again, you got people who were hired by a private detective who is known as like a mad dog in the private investigation world, because he literally could find dirt on anyone. Did he find dirt on Johnny Depp? No. He actually said that he went back nearly 4 decades. And everyone said, no, he's a lovely guy. He's the greatest guy ever. He's so passionate. He's so generous to everyone around him. When he owned the Viper Room back in the 90s, outside, if there was homeless people, he'd be going out there giving them money. And it's not like a couple of quid here and there. Like, he was giving them $50 to $100 bills. Like, here you are. Because he's just so generous. Because he is downright one of the nicest people in Hollywood. Everyone says that about him. It's basically a fight between him and Keanu Reeves, who is the nicest person in Hollywood. Oh, would that be a great film? Johnny Depp and Keanu Reeves in a John Wick film. Oh, there we go. There we are. That's John Wick 6 right by there. John Wick 6. Keanu Reeves against Johnny Depp. Tickets sold. $1 billion blockbuster right by there, guys. The latest bit of dirt that fellow Johnny Depp fan dug up is that the Sun photoshopped pictures of to make her perceived injuries look a whole lot worse. YouTuber Keely Talks, so good, uploaded a 10-minute video. I will leave the link below for Keely's video and her page, comparing the original photos of AH with the ones that were published in a slanderous article published by The Sun. The video clearly proves that The Sun's editor used filters and effects to darken marks and emphasise redness, ultimately making the pictures look a lot worse. As you can see, we look out by there. Look, that's exactly what they published. And it's like, yeah, this is exactly what happened. You know? The new evidence can completely undo The Sun's verdict if presented during the emergency hearing that is scheduled for March the 18th. It proves that the tabloid publication uses nefarious methods to push a narrative that sells papers, which is defamation in a nutshell. Which again, here in the UK, The Sun is one of the worst papers going, along with The Sun on Sunday, now that's what it's called, instead of News of the World, the Daily Fail, hell, even the Daily Mirror and the Star and all these other ones, they're all exactly the same. They're only in it to prove, let's make money. That is it. Perfect. 100%. It's not like it used to be with newspapers and everything else now. No one wants to see investigative journalism anymore. No one wants that. No one wants the true stories. Because all they want to do is, I know, let's just go out there with sensationalism. And that's exactly what they do. They just want to sell as much paper as they possibly can. But sadly, this is how it goes. And when you have people in the government who, they side with the people who run the papers, again, they've always been hand in hand. If they didn't like a thing they were doing, the government or whatever, they would try and run that paper into the ground because it went against them. Now, when it went against someone they didn't like, it was like Twitter all over. Yeah, let's get everyone behind this and get rid of that person. Let's get rid of this paper because this is what they're doing. But if the paper's on their side, oh, this paper's amazing. They'll put everything they can to back it. Why would The Sun have to edit the photos they were sent by AH to make them more believable, to garner more sympathy for her? Keeley asked in her video. Keeley also uploaded a video where she recreated AH's alleged bruises using nothing but 2 shades of lipstick, which she did, and it was fantastic. Considering that AH's personal stylist claims that AH didn't have any cuts or marks on her face the following day, also seems to suggest that these photos are not only photoshopped, but faked too. The emergency hearing regarding the Sun libel verdict will happen next month, sometime between March 15th and 31st. It is on March 18th, and it will take between 2 hours. AH's legal team has until February the 21st to provide reasons for opposing this appeal, at which point Depp's team will have until February 28th to counter. If the Sun libel verdict is overturned, AH will have little ammunition for a countersuit defamation case later this year. Which is very, very true. And another fact I want to go over with this is, if the court does go and say, right, okay, what is the Sun's legal team going to say? Well, we got this, we got that. Johnny Depp's team could actually bring up Dan Wootton, because after the appeal hearing was put through, right, we're going to have it later on in March, Dan Wootton left the Sun. And he also left the radio station where he worked with Judge Nicole's son, which that puts a lot of, what's the word I'm looking for? A lot of sketchy thinking and a lot of on it. Because obviously, if this person was like, no, I'm going to stay with this and help you all through this because, again, we need all the help we can get, we need all the people. If I had Dan Wootton coming to my company while all this was going on, and then they were like, oh yeah, this is the hearing, I'd be like, yeah, I don't want to yet, mate. Stay where you are. So, but with him going, I really do think he must have had a golden parachute, because he left after the judge said, yes, we can have an appeal hearing, an emergency hearing in March. He went. And he also went after all the evidence came out that she didn't donate any of her money to charity. Which again, that does go to show how bad she really is. And they all believed her. Now, they could be like, oh shit. This is it, guys. We need to do something. Right, I'm going to leave. I don't want anything happening now. I'm going to go. And it's like, yeah, bye-bye, Mr. Wootton. But again, no, this is just going to end up really funny. And hopefully this year is the beginning of something great for Johnny Depp. Because he has been put through now nearly 5 years of crap. All because of her. And as you can see, on those photos, like say, if you haven't seen Keeley's video, it is down below listed. It's just crazy because, again, the Sun, all they want to do is just sell paper. Sensationalism is at its best when someone like Johnny Depp, who is a $1 billion superstar, and his wife is a nobody who thought that she can get somewhere because her husband was Johnny Depp, would do this. If you are new to the channel, please like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell for future updates, and I'll see each and every one of you soon.